This is Gold Diamond Astrology, and I tried to put up a little blurb on Instagram, but my Instagram always goes slow in uploading videos for some reason, the ones that I record. So I just want to give a little addendum to the last video, if you saw the last video. What's going to be happening, this is mainly having to do with Jupiter. Jupiter is kind of like under attack right now. Basically Jupiter is retrograde in Libra, so his power is diminished. It might be asleep, it's kind of quiet, it's weakened, and it's opposite the sun, and it's opposite Uranus, and it's square Pluto. All these major celestial bodies, these really tense aspects that are going on with that. So essentially what's happening is who you are as an individual and projecting yourself as an individual is more prominent in your consciousness, or coming through more strongly than the idea of respecting relationships, or it's not as much of who you are is more of a concern than your relationships. But the full moon is coming up on the 11th. 11, reduce that to 2 in numerology. 2 is the moon, 2 cooperation, sacral chakra, all type of stuff. And so the moon is going to come in and, say, hey, remember, that relationships are important. And the moon and Jupiter actually are harmonious energies. So Jupiter's going to be like, thanks a lot. I really needed your help. It's almost like, let's say, like a Sagittarius was, had a long day or was wounded in battle or some I don't know. And then, it's tired. It's like, I can't say anything. And the, helpful, concerned Cancer comes in and says, what this person said was, it's completely on point. And then the Cancer goes on to explain and really support, the Sagittarius, who basically mumbled this wise, quiet truth before it fell off to bed. And that's essentially what's happening here. So, again, it's opposite the sun, opposite Uranus, square Pluto. It's really crazy, man. And so Jupiter's going to get a little help from the moon, but the moon gets fickle, goes on to the next sign, or, gets moody, moves on to the next mood. It'll move on to Scorpio. Scorpio is kind of like, that's when it'll kind of be a little bit more on Aries side at that point. And it'll definitely be more harmonious with Pluto. So that's really interesting dynamic, right? So anyway, Jupiter is kind of under attack while it's at its weakest point. But just remember to respect your relationships, those that you value. This particular Venus retrograde cycle. It actually did it come to an end yet? I think if it didn't come to an end already, it's about to. And whatever Venus taught you, just apply that to this, this retrograde Jupiter, and you should be fine. Find that balance between self, ambition, and relationships with others. All right, peace.